Okay, you clicked on this video. You know what it's going to be about. It's going to be about Discord. Let's just jump straight into it. February 9th, 2026, Discord is announcing enhanced teen safety features rolling out globally that reinforce its long-standing commitment to creating a safe and more inclusive experience for users over the age of 13. As part of this update, all new and existing users worldwide will have teen-appropriate experience by default. Oh boy. With updated community settings, restricted access to age-gated spaces, and content filtering that preserves the privacy and meaningful connections that define Discord. Guys, 1984, right? Isn't that? No, okay. Maybe I'm going a little bit too far. Yes, the concept of protecting children is highly important. We start that process at home. We start that process with doing the same thing that I did with my kids, where I taught them as they were young the dangers of the internet, the dangers of people outside of the internet, because they're the same. The same rules apply in both spaces. What we've done here, right, by going off with the context of protecting the children, is we're actually giving them information that they already have shown they can't be trusted with anyways. We're also kind of going against the tenets of the internet, of how things have always operated. I don't need a nanny state watching what I do. I have nothing to hide, and yet I still want to hide everything that I do. I do nothing wrong, and yet that is my business that I do nothing wrong. That's kind of where I'm at when it comes to this. But the concept of teen by default, age of 13, everybody's going to be treated that way. And if you want to access adult spaces, which isn't even really clarified, are we talking OnlyFans type content? Or are we talking, someone's cringy, meme posts? Am I losing my ability to moderate my community because you failed to make sure that you protected children when it came to the Roblox communications and agreement and partnerships that you had? Is that what's happening here? Here's the thing. Protect the children is like pissing on my leg and telling me it's raining. I see that also as akin to the whole concept of what's going on with Steam and Valve, where companies are suing them and organizations are suing Valve. Leaves that Valve the hell alone. All that you're doing is adding to my list of people I won't buy things from or believe, because you're attacking a bastion that we've had in the gaming space in PC for the longest time that has always taken care of the customer. That's really where I'm at when it comes to this. It's a guise. It's a ruse. I'm giving up information about myself. I'm giving my personal identifiable information to an organization that has already been shown to not be trustworthy with it. And you might make the argument of, I have, Face ID and my fingerprint on my phone, right? My Pixel doesn't report that information. It goes into, Apple calls it a secure enclave. It goes in to an algorithm that takes that information and then it creates a hash. And anytime I try to unlock my phone or use it for payment methods, things like that, it says, hey, this is what I have. Does it match the hash? The security side of the chip goes off and says, here's the information. You're good to go if it meets these requirements. And it says, hey, look at that. This is the same user, and it moves along. That stays inside of my device. Now, they've announced inside of this whole thing that, it's not going to go out to third parties. Bullshit. Sorry. Bullshit. I don't believe it. Why? Because you've shown that you can't be trustworthy to begin with from the last experience where 70,000 people lost their information. I believe it was 70,000. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong, but it was a significant number of people. had their information stolen by hackers, information that you can't get back. There's no changing your name easily. There's no changing your passport or your ID or getting a different ID number. That information, once it's gone, it's gone. That's it. Plain and simple, Discord has made a decision. And they're going to follow through with it. And when they ask me for my identification, I'm going to tell them to kick rocks. At least that's my side of it. Now, I've heard from other people where the context is like, hey, this is, just par for the course. It's normal, la da da da. Oh, you gave your information to YouTube. Yeah, because I want to get paid. I want to be able to fund projects for this channel. So yeah, I gave them my tax information so this way they can report to the IRS what I made from them, and I can enjoy being able to continue making content that I enjoy making and be able to purchase the things that I purchase. So this way I can keep making content just a little bit faster because we're not waiting for me to save my lunch money to do it. Regardless, this is one of those things where I can't get on board with. I see it as, a nesting doll. It's the pot boiling with the frog in it. And we're having this happen a lot with things. And it's always under the guise of protecting children. Guys, you've been trying to protect children since I was a child. I've been on the internet since the early 80s. Late 80s. Early 90s. I've been doing this for a long time. And if you do the thing that you're supposed to do, which is teach your children and care about what they're doing and be an active, engaged parent, guess what? You're not going to have these problems. I'm an active, engaged parent. When my kids were younger, guess what? I had access to all of their information straight from my computer. I could go through and check it. They fall asleep. I go and unlock their phone, make sure that they're doing okay. Sure, you could say it's invasion of privacy, but nobody kidnapped my kid. Plain and simple. Do your job as a parent. That's what I'm saying to all of you that are out there. When it comes to Discord, find a different answer. You already have all of our information. They go through in here, somewhere in here. I can't remember where it was. I've watched like 6 videos where they say that the current accounts may not be asked for it because they're using, metrics to be able to. You mean you read all of our damn messages and come on. You already know how we engage with our friends. You already know how we engage with communities. You see everything about us and you're making determinations based off of data that you already harvested. I don't need to give you more data. You already know enough about me. At the end of the day, I think that there's a need to move, not full-time, but start working on it. Move to another platform that's going to respect you as it is. One that hasn't locked behind paywalls of Nitro. Features that you already used. The one that I picked for this community is Root. There's also Stoked. I don't have any desire to self-host it. That's a cost I can't personally bear. But Root is a fantastic app. It actually has the similar features to what Discord has. One of the big important ones is when we're doing game night. And thank you to those of you that do, get involved in that. And we're playing video games. We share our screen. And Root is the one that's got the ability to share the screen and do video calls and whatnot. So that sounds like fun. I get it. There are large, massive communities. I, only have, few people that are inside of the Discord, right? Out of, 1,837 viewers, subscribers to this channel. I only have like 20 or 30 people that are actually ever in the Discord. So it's a little bit smaller and an easier place to manage and keep an eye out. But that is the responsibility of the people that are doing this, that are running those communities, at least in my opinion. That is the responsibility also of the parents to make sure that their kids aren't engaging with, Neanderthals on a daily basis. But the internet's not a safe place because the world isn't a safe place. Out there, it's dangerous. It's not pretty. It's part of humanity. And unfortunately, humanity sucks. But if you want my ID, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.